And then next Easter, it's like, can we get these things? It's like, maybe, because we don't buy them. That guy gets them. What? And then I started to see him in a different light. But here's the thing, we don't interact ever. It's just that he was basically on our corner, doing nothing. And he just sees us and he's like, hey, want to get some diabetes? And we're like, heck yeah! Love dying.
That's the life.
Yeah. Pirate's life. Lollipop Man's life for me. That's the dumbest name ever. But now that's the only thing I know him by, because that's what I knew first. Crossing guard comes second in mind. I need to rewrite myself.
What's wrong? Well, Lollipop Man's quite fun.
It's inaccurate. He doesn't even have candy. In fact, that was another thing.
He had chocolate bunnies.
that was the other thing that made it worse. Sometimes he actually got lollipop from the Lollipop Man. So I'm like, oh, this must be why he is called this. And then we come to Australia, it's like Lollipop Man. And I'm like, wait, why are they guys just giving candy?
It's okay.
But no, the crossing guards.
Kids no longer know why we say hang up the phone.
I don't understand.
You put it on the wall.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You're just doing some like origin words to hang up. Yeah.
And they mime it differently too.
I didn't know.
It's a phone now to them, like a mobile phone. It's no longer the
flip phones are mobile phones. I feel like the pinky and thumb extension held to the side of your face, that should be a universal phone thing. Not the like cup of brick.
Exactly, and they don't know it though.
Yeah, but no, I feel like that should be the thing. It should always look like they're holding up the thing to their face. It's too easy to understand that, because if you just put a thing up to your ear, it looks like you're listening to anything. But if you do the pinky and thumb trick, it's like that's it. The Wahoo dudes, the gnarly tubular radicals. That's a phone. That's a phone, without a doubt. That is a phone. Like or
camera.
Like consider this. Those old timey phones are old timey to us, but we still like that's a phone.
Yeah.
Like our age is the flip phone, or like the flip phones were just getting, what's the word? Obsolete. We were getting our touch phones and other slidey phones and weird stuff like that. And that was
which
still
had
the phone symbol.
That wasn't huge. Phones are too big today. They're uncomfortable.
Well, no, that's just more like, well, yeah, I guess so.
I should be able to like text with one thumb.
No, that's kind of skinny.
No, that's how it used to be, and my hands weren't even like.
Well, consider a keyboard. You have two hands required to type everything. You're not meant to use one hand. You have your right hand does these letters, your left hand does these ones. So same thing with the keyboard. Your left thumb does these ones.
With phones. Right. I don't think this is.
What do you mean? I was a fast texter. I was texting at like average.
With your index finger, please.
My index finger? Do you mean my thumbs?
No, I've seen you like an old man.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I know how to text. I'm not dumb.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Like, look at Grandpa with the phone. Ooh, is it time for your nap? I was a very fast texter. I typed so fast, and then I had people like they just kind of saw my thumbs going like, wow, he's fast, and I'm like, this ain't fast. I've seen fast. But if I was able to impress the average layman, the peasant, then I must have been pretty decent at it. What made it problematic for me were my stupid double-jointed thumbs. Because if I had the phone at just the right position, my thumb would just lock. And then I would just have to reset, and like, I thought I was, being funny, but no, I actually could not move my thumb from this position, because it was just not great, so I just had to type it differently. It's weirdness. Anyway, that's the cell phone right there. Anything else is just listening to whatever. Because like you could be listening to a seashell, you could be listening to a brick, you could be listening to the phone, you could be listening to earpieces. That's another one. Like stick them in their ear. Although I guess that one's more like they push
tube horn looking things.
Tube horn, yeah, sort of like that.
Ear horn.
Or the other one where they like push their ear as if they're listening, but it looks more like they're quieting the rest of the world instead of listening in on one part of it. You just tried it out.
Yeah. Man, I'll just stumble across something.
I want to help, but I also don't want to. I think at this point, though, you should be allowed help, because this... I mean, you've done everything else. You get to this one part, and you have no reason to even accidentally find it. And then,
a little hint.
like, Nintendo magazines were a thing, right? And that was your help.
I haven't even looked it up.
Yeah, no,
It's
this
not like
isn't.
I'm
You, nah, you won't do
cheating.
that. You're not gonna look it up. You will. I will look up sculptulas though when we get to that.
Sculptureless.
Sculptulas, yeah. Anyone that calls us a sculptula, you're stupid.
Sculptula? I've never heard that.
It's sculptula because it's a tarantula, but it's part skull, so it's sculptula.
Sculptula.
You don't call it a tarantula. No, it's a sculptula.
That's a really brilliant one.
At the very least, call it a sculptula. It's not tula. Sculptula is
Kazuya.
correct. Yeah, well, that's different. That's just straight up Japanese. So that's acceptable, because in English, that would be Kazuya. Unless you were told it's Kazuya or Kazuya, right? It depends on the stress.
Yay.
It's not yay, it's not even a Y.
Keza.
Or Kazuya, that could be another version, because, you know, they would like to... Because in Japanese, it's consonant, vowel, that's their characters. So in English, we could have Kaz. But like, yeah, there's one. If we were to nickname Kazuya, we could just call him Kaz because it would look like a Kazuya, right? Or Kazuya, right? Yeah, Kazuya. But in Japanese, we would have to call him Kazu. But here's the thing: if you were saying Kazu, you already basically said the first two syllables,
Might as
even
well
though
say yo.
even though what you mean is just Kaz, because in Japanese it would be Kazu. But then the first two syllables of Kazuya's name is Kazu, so the nickname is the same as his normal name. So there is no Kaz. He just stuck. It's like, man.
I'm thinking of what I could have possibly not looked at, because I've done like thorough searches of the little worlds.
Little worlds?
Yeah, so
What do you mean
it must
little
be
worlds?
some like the room where the paintings are.
Oh right. So what? Let's narrow down what you know it's not.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna see if I can help you by changing how you think.
Okay. I'm going to eliminate the room with the big mirror and places like Tiny Huge Island's door.
Okay.
See, I think it's in the highest, lowest,
Wait,
or
Tiny
middle
Huge Island?
staircase. You know how there's like 3 portraits? I don't think it's in that
Oh,
room.
those 3.
Yeah. See, I feel like it's either here, somewhere in the roof, where I can access the roof,
I see. Yeah.
or in the place with the staircase. I mean the like main one with 2 coins.
So I think they call it the foyer. The very
Foyer.
first room is foyer. Foyer is another version.
Foyer.
I want to call it foyer just because it looks like
I'm
that.
gonna
But
call
I
it
like,
foyer 'cause
but
it
like
sounds
foyer
fancy.
is the one that I see.
magic.
Foyer. But like, if you were to say here in the foyer, it's like, how do you spell that? F-O-Y-E-R.
Yeah.
Foyer? No, the foyer.
I don't think it's there.
And then they spell it like foie gras. Foie gras is an abomination of words.
Grass.
No, it's not even spelled that way. It's F-O-I-E-G-R-A-S. Foie gras, I think. But even if I'm wrong, it's like, this is French. So, I'm allowed to be wrong on French. Oui is spelled O-U-I. It's all vowels.
I think bird is like, you say it like wazo,
Bad.
but you spell
Bad.
it like O-I, like there's an X in there.
Wait, is this bird in French and you're then saying how to spell it? What?
I don't know. I know someone was very upset about it when they were trying to learn French. I don't think it's there. Okay. So yeah, it's in one of the 3 levels or just outside the castle.
Okay, so first thing, you go to a room and you take one look at it and think, this is not it. Don't do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well then, let's start from take it from the bottom up. Yeah.
Okay, what else have you eliminated as possible places for the star to be?
I don't think it's in the trench outside.
Right.
I don't think
The
that's-
moat.
Yeah.
Yes. The X moat. Now it's just not a moat.
Alright. Back over here. Looking very
Okay.
carefully.
Oh, those are
Inside.
textures. This is like the basement. Look at the rusty pipes. This makes me
Yeah.
think of that one Mario Party minigame. What's it called? I totally forgot it. You have to like patch up the pipes.
From 8 or 7?
It's from it was Mario Party 7, and it was
And
the
it was
8-player.
It was a team one, yeah. What did
was-
you say?
Hold on to your hat.
Ah.
That's what he says.
Mhm.
Yep, secret worlds in the walls and the paintings. Oh, and the walls. He's talking about
Are you
shifting
trying to
sandland.
clue me in on something, Toad?
I forgot the name of it. What's the name of it?
The name of what?
The plumbing minigame. It's Mario Party 7. It's 8 players.
Painting, plumbing, no.
And
I
then-
feel like duct might have been in
Duct
there.
and cover. There we
Yeah.
go. Yes, there we go. Duct and cover. That's what it's like. Mario Party 7 was a good game. You know, I thought we were like biased.
That one's a nostalgia hitter for me.
Yeah, but I thought we were biased about liking the game because that's the one we start with. Everyone's biased about their first whatever game. It doesn't matter if it was good or bad. This is their good game.
Yeah.
But Mario Party 7, I think back on it, and also after playing Mario Party Superstars, no, 7 is a good one. That's a very good one, in fact. We were lucky that our biased truth is also the objective truth.
Exactly. See,
Plus
like,
you have like Puppet 1, you know what his favorite Mario Party was?
was it 7?
8.
Oh, okay.
8, which was the last permissible, okay, passable, decent, well done, average
Good.
Mario Party game. Right. I didn't say good. I didn't say good.
I thought it was fine. It was just on the Wii.
It definitely looked the part, though. It looked like it was meant to be the next big thing, but then so did Brawl to Melee players. And then they're just like, ew. But
I feel like
what I think was funny was when he went, he looked up what are the best Mario Party games, and he sees 6, 7, 5, 4, those ones, all the early ones, and he's playing 8, and he's like, I don't know if they're gonna be better than 8. I'm just saying this is a really good one. These have to be crazy, insane to be better.
You must have liked him then.
But that's what's funny. He was talking about 8 being the one to beat, and he's like 6. I don't know if this is gonna do it. And like 6 is very well it's considered by many the best Mario Party game. I consider it the best Mario Party game.
Okay.
I think I'd go 647 or 674, probably that way. Yeah, because in 4 you can't pay for capsules. Like, you get the thing on its own, but to use it costs coins, which changes the strategy. But I like to be able to buy it and then use it,
Yeah.
because I guess it's more predictable that way. It's more easy. There's less. Oh no, there's less to think about. If you want another layer to strategy, then you would like 4.
I like being able to take over a space, call it mine.
You can do that, right? Right? No, you can't. No, right? Or can you? I don't remember.
Well, you can't do it in Superstars.
What were you gonna say? I cut you off. I was on a roll. Something about Mario Party and 8.
Oh,
and
it
good
was
and-
about Brawl. I think people
Oh.
dislike it for... Well, I mean, if you want to play it competitively, that's... You know, but more people would probably play it normally.
Casually.
Yeah.
Most people are casuals on
yeah, so
Brawl.
it's kind of...
But I'm saying when it first came out, all the Melee players were thinking, this is the next Melee, this is going to be great. They played, and it's an awful competitive experience. But they still tried to do it. It don't work. But then we got Meta Knight. Right?
Meta Knight.
It's a terrible competitive experience. But like there a bunch of fun tech is in the game. Like a bunch of really funny type Smash Bros. Or glitches or whatever. It's just fun to exploit and mess around with. But it's not a great competitive thing. But as a casual game, Brawl is the best one. Just because of subspace.
Taboo?
Well, no, the taboo is just one part
I
of the
liked him,
subspace.
though. He killed, like, Master Hand.
By the way, after playing so much of Kirby, I think I played the full main story of it. I can see a bunch of the Sakurai mind in the subspace now. So many things make sense. Like, you play Kirby, and then you're like, hey, this is that thing in Smash Bros. Until you realize, wait, no, Kirby came first. That's just Sakurai's mind saying, this Kirby thing I'll put in Smash Bros. And then it's like, hey, I get it now. I'm part of the crew. I understand where you came from.
I don't get it yet, but I'm sure I will see it once I play it.
And that's the other thing, is that this is a 3D Kirby, not even the 2D ones, which is when he started. He's only just now got 3D. But I still can see all the Kirbyisms in Smash Brawl.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah,
But I guess Smash Ultimate would have to be the better game now.
Was it not this one? No.
What's up? Awful prison! There's a secret here, that's what it says.
Alright.
Whoa, we're here. Oh, who knew? Actually, I kind of... yeah.
Just making sure.
Now you can do like that one. Wait, what does this do?
Oh, maybe I can get 100 coins.
And you ran out of coins. But are there more on the way?
There's gotta be.
What was Ultimate, I think, is probably the new, better one. But the thing is, it's very good. It's a lot better competitive than it is casual.
Yeah.
So
Lots of people aren't gonna get into World of Light because it's so big.
World of Light is not subspace. It's just not. It's a very long event mode, but it's fun and it's like good references and things like that, which is very fun to see and do. But it's not. It's not the subspace. The subspace is too big, too grand. But like, if Ultimate had their own subspace, that's easy. Best Smash game ever.
So, that didn't do... Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back outside. Yes, I am.
And we're back to the outdoors.
I am confused.
I feel like I should eliminate this just in case. There are no random secret like openings or none of that like Zelda do. So don't start mindlessly ground pounding everywhere. This isn't Zelda. Zelda's a tough game. First, Ocarina of Time. No, I ain't like that.
Okay.
What you see is what you get. Although then again, we have like paintings and stuff. So.
I went through a mountain. A mountain.
A mountain. What mountain? What mountain? What?
In Tall Mountain. It was just there.
The wall?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, like, that was obvious. When you got up to it, it was just wiggly. It's like, wiggly wall is normal wall.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Zelda? Not Breath of the Wild. First one, Ocarina of Time. There's just... nothing. And they're like, here's a bomb, put it there. It's like, how would I possibly know this?
But how did the people first playing it know, apart
looked
from
up
Nintendo
guides.
magazines? Oh.
I looked up how people would have found the star you're looking for now. There is not a way to figure it out in-game. The only way to learn is by hearing it from other people or by hearing it from, you know, their
Seriously?
FAQ website and their magazines as well. Nothing in the game tells you.
Did they make it really hard on purpose so that you'd have to use a magazine? Or like really
Nah, they weren't scummy yet.
Oh, okay. Yet.
This is the beginning of gaming. Games were not easy. Everything was very hard. Consider what it meant. Look, a game over meant everything had to be undone. Like, suppose right now you lose all your lives. If it said game over, it was because you had to start the game over. You would be at 0 stars.
Oh, that's cruel.
That is how it was back in the day. The first Mario Brothers, if you lost all your lives, you start from World 1-1. The idea of saving was not a thing until that Zelda game on the NES. Games were ruthless. They destroyed you. And this is just, you're on the, like, what, the third console? They had NES, SNES, and now this? I guess Game Boy, but whatever. Home consoles. So they're still in, like, being the difficult gamer types. And then they gradually got easier. I mean, consider, like, Galaxy on the Wii. So we even skipped the GameCube for this. Mario Galaxy. You have a galaxy effect. The whole thing is that you can't fall. Because of gravity, it'll pull you back. And then even if you could, there's like fences and gates and stuff. A bunch of planets are just a ball. So you can run around the whole thing and nothing will happen.
Yeah. That's... okay.
Sunshine had like it had weird platforming, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't really hard. But you're in the era of difficult gaming.